behind me. Good morning. Happy New Year's Eve, which is my least favorite holiday of the year. I will not be staying up until midnight. I just don't understand you people. Why are you going to be awake when you could be in your bed asleep? I've never liked this holiday. I like tomorrow. I like New Year's Day, but I do not like New Year's Eve. I'm not a night person at all, even slightly. Not a night person. I can't drink plain water, and my daughter is sleeping in my living room, so I can't make my morning tea. My schedule is interrupted, man, like for real. All right, you don't need to hear complaints. You need to hear about words and things like that. I just got a new computer, and nothing is in order, which is going to be a little crazy making, but I'm not going to worry about my desktop yet. I'm just going to, nothing is in order. Nothing is the way that I want it. Oh, well, that's helpful though. It did save my marks. That's helpful. Okay. I don't need to turn on accountrability there because I have a television that can do it. Okay. Sorry, the computer's asking me questions. I don't like the new Mac desktop where it has a calendar, the weather, and then pictures of you just kind of pop up. I need to figure out how to change that because I'll figure that out. I am opening up my manuscript. And I'm turning on accountrability, and then I'm going to talk to you about shadow characters. Oh, you did all of my. Okay. There's not. I just have to change the desktop. Desktop is an absolute mess. Absolute mess. Accountrability is what I want, please, and thank you. Okay, that's great. Good morning. I feel like a teacher. Look at me. Oops. Close enough. Happy New Year's Eve, like I said. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I didn't think anybody was going to be here on New Year's Eve, but you guys are here, and I'm here, and I'm going to start writing some words. I need to, where we are in the story, we are in Act 2. We are in the next heist. My heroine has planned it, and I've laid out the plan for the readers. Yeah, this is where we are. My heroine has planned it. I've laid it out for the readers, so the readers know what's going to happen. And now I'm moving into a chapter for my hero. So my heroine has planned to steal a stone that's on a bracelet from a demigod, the demigod of this, what did I call it? I came up with some crazy names. I called it something. It's in the manuscript. And so now you're going to see, so my hero and the person that my heroine is going to steal from, they are siblings, kind of, friends, kind of. My hero is the kind of person that doesn't like to have friends. This person that my heroine is going to steal from loves having friends. And thinks my hero is one of his best friends. So it's going to be that kind of fun relationship where guys are like, bro, back up. And the other one is like, bro, you're here. So that's what I'm about to write. I'm about to kind of write. The purpose of the scene will be to establish the relationship between my hero, the Mark, and Mark's soulmate. Plus, I'm playing around with this shadow character. If you remember, the story is about, it's looking at all the ramifications of soulmates. I think we've talked before about how Blake Snyder, in the second Save the Cat book that he ever wrote, which I think is Save the Cat Strikes Back, I get them confused. Save the Cat Strikes Back, and Save the Cat Goes to the Movie, and I can never remember which one is the second. It would make sense that Save the Cat Strikes Back is the second book. Anyway, in the second book, he talks about this structure, this framework for when you're working with theme, on how you set up a thesis in Act 1, and then you set up an antithesis where you test that thesis out in Act 2, and then in Act 3 is the synthesis where you kind of introduce a new idea. My TV just shut off. And so I'm working under the framework that this Act 2 is the antithesis. What if the concept of soulmates is flawed? And so I have two characters that have a perfect loving relationship. I'm going to introduce these two gods as well that are going to have a perfect loving relationship. Spoiler alert, it's not going to end well for them. Then I have my hero and my heroine. My hero rejected my heroine, and my heroine is on a revenge kit, but they're supposed to be soulmates. I also have my heroine's mother, who was in an arranged marriage with a man who did not love her, and she did not love him, but they were together out of duty. And the moment that did not work out, he rejected her, kicked out her and their child, from the palace, and left them almost destitute. So duty didn't work. Like, love was never there, duty didn't work. And now I have it set up that my heroine's mother, that she has this almost perfect relationship with the partner that she works with in business, but neither one of them are like trying to get together because they both have had issues in the past. But it looks like love from the outside, but neither one of them wants to claim it because they are not soulmates. And then the whole idea of the shadow. And then I have my heroine's best friend, who is, let's just call her psychic. She can see her past lives, she can see the future, she can see other people's future. And in this lifetime, her soulmate is just not, he's gonna keep making harmful mistakes, and he's not gonna change in this lifetime, and she knows it. And so she's kind of like, what do I do? Do I stand by him in this lifetime when I can see the future? He's not going to make the best decisions. So what's my responsibility in this? And she knows that in future lives he will. So she's kind of like, what's my responsibility? So that's also in addition to this relationship, this bromance with my hero and the mark of this heist. I have the shadow character who is kind of my hero's, let's call him an assistant. So this chapter has a lot of work to do. It's probably going to need to stretch over 2 chapters as I work all this in. So my hero's goal, can you turn the accountrability back on, please? Where are all of my pens? Oh, I caught them right in front of my face. Oh, it's going to be a great day. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm awake, but I'm not all the way caught up. Okay, so this scene with the hero, that's going to be kind of introducing the bromance between him and the current mark that my heroine has planned to heist around. The purpose of the scene is to introduce their relationship, the bromance. The goal, my hero's goal though, is to, my hero's goal has always been to get rid of the monsters created by the goddess in an effort to ascend to godhood. But in this particular scene, he's looking for my heroine. So find Bennu. Is his motivation destiny? Like, why is he doing this? He doesn't even know why he's doing this. Sometimes I can't name things. Often I can't name things. Like, I haven't named this world yet. Sometimes I don't name characters. But I know that's hard to put into a few words, but he doesn't even understand his motivation. He's compelled to go to her. He's compelled to find her. Is that a word? Compellation? I don't know. But I know what I mean. Sometimes I can't write it out in my notes. The conflict is that he's uncertain. He knows, I think he knows she's after the stones. He's not sure what stone she's after, so he's not sure that she's even here. Guys, it really helps me so much to talk this out instead of just thinking it in my head. He knows that she's after the stones. But he doesn't know where she went. Okay. 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 I'm gonna start the timer. I just have my little cube timer right now. So I just set that right there. Can't even see it. All right, I'm going into this chapter. We'll see what happens. I didn't even wash my face yet. There's like sleep crud in my eye. Sorry guys. I just rolled out of bed, put on my comfy sweater because it's cold outside, and opened up my laptop. What does Becca Syme says? Laptop first? Open the manuscript first. I always open the manuscript first thing in the morning. Okay, here we go. We are in chapter, what is this? 22. And this is Duke's perspective. And I need the screen to be bigger because I don't want to see my desktop because it's so messy. It's so messy. Yes, things like that bother me. Okay. One of my cruxes is I always start with setting. If you always start with setting, that repetitiveness is not good. But in first draft, I can't help myself. I'm gonna start with setting because I need to see it. And then I just go back in second draft, and you can open with setting, you can open with dialogue, you can open with inner monologue, you can open with action. So I just kind of switch it up. So it's not always, the sun was cresting in the sky. Because that's how I roll. What did I call this place? Did I name it? I know I wrote it down. Let's just call it Ashikara. I gave myself 3 name choices. That's a good point. It took them days. It took the humans days to get to this land. It would take Duke not that long. So has he been here for a while? Does that serve me as if he's been here for a while? No, it doesn't serve me because we need to see him and what's his name? Anshar. We need to see him and Anshar meeting again for the first time. So I think this is the second place that he's been because it took them a while to get there on Turtle. Okay, I need the name of the second place. What was the other names? Empathy. Okay, that's hopeful. Where is my little thing? It's thingamajigamabob. Put that here. Okay. So if I do that, no, that blue is not working. Where did I put? So Anshar is in, what did I just call it? Ashakara. Yeah. So it has to be Apsu then. I don't know. What did I just call it? Nepathi. Okay. No, that's wrong. B. I don't know. Would he know that? That's a good question. it worked in that chapter, though. That's interesting. I could do that. Which is better? That's a good question. Did my notes transfer? Pretty sure they did. I'm trying not to fix my desktop. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I meant these notes, stickies. Oh, my stickies are all here. Okay, I don't need them. Oh, my desktop is such a disaster. I want to fix it. I want to fix it. What is this? Phone mirroring. That's interesting. Okay, back to work. Back to work. Good morning. I'm just drinking some water with some I put Mio in it. The I have all flavors just because that makes it taste better than just plain water. I've got the opening of this chapter, but now I'm torn. Where's my Scrivener document? Brand new computer, first time using it. I'm just getting used to it. Crap, I screwed that up. Okay, I can feel the heat too. Okay. Smoked? Spell check says it's fine. This is messy. Mm, that could be funny. Okay, so I've decided it's him. Can't see how much time I have left. Is that 3 minutes? I think that's 3 minutes. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me. Yay! On New Year's Eve, my least favorite holiday of the year, I'm into this chapter where I'm establishing a new to us relationship, a bromance with my hero. I had thought it might be fun for our hero's friend to have our hero's friend's soulmate come to our hero first, because she kind of softens everyone. But I know I decided not to do that, and I think it's going to be much more fun and funnier for the hero and his bromate to meet, and we see what their relationship is like. I'm coming. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I got some fun banter out with these guys. It's a bit of a bromance that's going on here. I got some banter out with these guys. You can see what their relationship is like. My hero is very standoffish, like, get back from me. I don't want anybody close to me. But this, his bromate, I'm just gonna keep calling him the bromate. The bromate is very much, bro, you're here. I'm so glad to see you. He comes out, and my hero landed on the roof. He flew there as a dragon, and he landed on the roof. I'm being sneaky, and so his bromate comes out. He's like, hey, I'm so glad to hear you. And his bromate is completely naked. And he's like trying to give him a hug, and he's like, dude, where your hands been? And he's like, oh, my hands haven't just been on my dangly bits, they've been on my mate's too, because she's the one that said that you're here and to come and see you. So just some fun banter. I need to close this by I think I want them to just kind of jump at each other, like fight a little bit. There's so very much more that this chapter has to do. Oh no, it is. I need to. I need to work that bit into the conversation. What Duke has been doing this whole time. So I just need to work a little bit more into the conversation. It's really not a whole bunch more that this chapter has to do. I'm gonna do that, but I don't want to be late to my 8 a.m. writing group because it's only me and one other person, meaning me and the other person that is child free. Though I'm not child free right now. My 2 adult children have taken over. I live in a 2-bedroom condo. I'm in my bedroom, and then the second bedroom is my office. And my son is sleeping in my office until February, and my daughter is here for a couple of days, and she's in my living room sleeping on my couch, and then she is going back to North Carolina for a few weeks, and then for 2 weeks, and then coming back here to fly out to Vietnam for a year. And my son will be going to Ghana. I think he said he's leaving in February. So I gotta hug them while I can. Otherwise, I have to hop on a plane to see them. So I've been shoved into my room. But hey. Anyway, I just need to finish up a little bit more of this conversation. I don't think it's gonna take me a full 25 minutes. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna be writing tomorrow. I don't know what time I'm gonna be writing tomorrow because, like I said, New Year's Eve is my least favorite holiday of the year because I am not a night person, and I struggled for years in my 20s and 30s. Not so much in my 20s, but definitely in my 30s. I struggled to like go out and hang with friends and be like, yay, 11:59. Okay, 12 o'clock. How much longer do I have to stay here before I can go home? I felt that every New Year's Eve when I went out to hang out with people. And finally, one New Year's Eve when I was about to buy a ticket to a big party, I was like, I don't want to do this. Why am I doing this when I don't want to do this? I don't want to be out. I just want to go to sleep. And I stopped celebrating New Year's Eve. So I will be home. I will probably fall asleep around 10 o'clock at night. But inevitably, it gets loud and I will wake up at midnight when people are going crazy, which will interrupt my sleep. And I'll probably sleep in a little bit tomorrow. So I'll probably be on around 8 tomorrow, but I'm gonna be writing. Tomorrow's Thursday. I know to most people it's New Year's Day, but tomorrow is Thursday. I'm not really big on a lot of holidays. It's just another day of the week. I'm big on weekends and resting on the weekends, but on holidays, it's not my thing. So I will be doing my job, which is my thing. I love my job. I love writing. So I'm gonna work in a little bit more of this conversation. Like I have it verbatim on in my journal that I decorated with a boba tea because my heroine, they went to a coffee shop in her scene, and so I decorated with boba teas. Because that's how I amuse myself. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I'm gonna get to my official writing sprints club, where it's only me and one other person right now, and the other 2 people are like, y'all crazy. We're gonna hang with our families. My family isn't awake. My kids are a night house, so they're asleep. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling, and I'm gonna write this last piece, and then I'm gonna get back into the manuscript that I'm supposed to be working on today. As you guys, for those of you that were here last week when I was doing the PM sprints, I just can't right now. Like I said, my daughter's in the living room, my treadmill is in the living room, and then next week I'm gonna be out of town. So it was a good idea, but it doesn't seem to be a sustainable idea. Oh, and sorry for my subtext people, I lured you here to talk about the shadow, but I'm not writing the shadow today. I don't think. The shadow is my hero's kind of assistant, and he keeps changing alignment. I don't think he's gonna show up in today's chapter, so I'm probably gonna be writing him tomorrow. So we'll have a talk about shadows tomorrow. And excuse me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me ramble as I work through these chapters. I usually do 3 trifle cycles, and then I'm in Act 3 by the 3rd trifle cycle. Sometimes the 3rd trifle cycle is Act 3. So I'm approaching the midpoint of this book. I might be at the midpoint by the end of next week. That's going to be so exciting for me. And again, I really thank you guys. It's been so helpful for me to talk this through with you guys. And I'll either see you tomorrow or I'll see you on the replay. Bye, guys. And end.